welcome back to my channel. In this tutorial I will show you how to make this baby block. Now for this tutorial you will need a 3.5mm crochet hook, scissor, yarn needle to weave in your ends, and I am using acrylic yarn, medium waisted weight yarn, all from Red Heart Super Saver. I have here Petal Pink, Orchid, and Dusty Gray. And you will also need a bit of stuffing here to stuff the block. And for this one, it will require a bit of sewing, so be warned. Alright, to begin, we need to make a magic ring. And we chain 3, and this chain 3 will count as the first double crochet. So we need to put 2 more double crochet into the ring. That's 1. And that's 2. And we need to put 1 treble crochet, so yarn over twice and do a treble crochet. Okay, my yarn is splitting here. Okay, and 3 double crochet into the ring. So 1, 2, and that's 3. And now we need 1 treble crochet, so we yarn over twice. So we just need to repeat that 2 more times. So the repeat is 3 double crochet and 1 treble. That is the repeat for round 1. So we need to repeat it 2 more times. So 3 double crochet. So 1, 2, 3, and 1 treble. So we are going to put that there. Okay, and we need 1 more set of that repeat, so 3 double crochet. That's 1, 2, 3, and 1 treble crochet. So yarn over twice. Okay, and now we should have a total of 16 stitches here, and we can go ahead and pull the tail to close that center hole. Okay, here we go. Now that it's completely closed off, we are going to slip stitch to the top of chain 3. So 1, 2, and 3 up here. Go under the 2 loops and slip stitch and chain 1, and cut the yarn so we can change color here. Pull that all the way through and pull that tight to make that knot there. And you should have noticed we have a mini square here going on. And to start round 2, we need our second color. So my second color is purple. Okay, to attach the second color, you need to find the treble crochet. So as you look, it should be on the corner here. There's one right here, and then there's a double, 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 and a treble. So go under that stitch, and we're gonna attach it by slip stitching that like so. Now this slip stitch right here will count as the first chain, so we need to chain 2 more times. So 1 and 2, and we should have 3 chains to begin. And into the next stitch we are going to put 1 double crochet, and I'm also working my tail end here at the back. And into the next 2 stitches we are going to put 1 double crochet as well. So 1 double crochet and 1 double crochet into the next stitch as well. Okay, so we should have chain 3 and 3 double crochet worked, and in the next stitch we are going to put 2 double crochet, that's 1, and 2, and 1 treble crochet. So we yarn over twice and go back to that same stitch and work that treble crochet, and we need to put 2 more double crochet back into that same stitch. So I'm gonna go ahead and drop my purple. I'm gonna go ahead and work 2 double crochet to finish that corner. Alright, so we should work 2 double crochet, 1 treble, and 2 more double crochet all in that 1 stitch. Now into the next stitch we're going to put 1 double crochet, and again I'm gonna weave in my pink tail end here. So that's 1, and 1 double crochet the next 2 stitches as well. And into the next stitch. For double crochet, and now which brings you back at the corner here. So we need to put 2 double crochet, oops, 1 treble, and 2 more double crochet. I'm gonna go ahead and drop the pink one, the pink tail, that's 1, oops, that's 2. Now we're back working along the side, so we need to put 1 double crochet the next 3 stitches, so 1, 3. Now we're back at the corner. So the corner needs 2 double crochet, 1 treble, and 2 more double crochet, all in that 1 stitch. Okay, and we're back along the side, so we need to put 1 double crochet the next 3 stitches. So 1, 2, and 3. Now on this last stitch, we already have the 3 chain coming out of it, so we need to put 2 double crochet in that stitch, one treble crochet, and 1 double crochet to complete this corner here. Okay, and now we are going to slip stitch to the top of chain 3. So 1, 2, and 3 is up here. Go to that and make a slip stitch, and we chain 1, and we cut the yarn and pull that tail all the way through and pull it tight to make that knot there. And now we're ready to begin round 3. Now for round 3, I have here dusty gray, so I'm gonna grab my yarn. Alright, so for round 3, we just repeat what we did for round 2. So we find the treble crochet stitch, and under that stitch we go through and attach our third yarn, our third color, by slip stitching and chain 2. Now this chain 3 will count as the last double crochet of a corner. So into the next stitch we are going to put 1 double crochet, okay, and into the next 6 stitches we're going to put 1 double crochet. So we have a total of 7 double crochet on the side here. And I'm also working my gray tail. Now we have 7 double crochet work. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We should have reached the treble crochet stitch here, so which is the corner. So we need to put 2 double crochet, one treble crochet, and 2 more double crochet all in that one stitch. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and drop my gray at the back. Now it brings you back along the side, so we need to put 1 double crochet the next 7 stitches. So put 1 double crochet in each stitch. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 there. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And which brings you to a corner again. So the corner needs 2 double crochet. And 1 treble crochet. There we go. And 2 double crochet all in that one stitch. Right? And 1 double crochet the next 7 stitches. So 1, 2, and I'm working my purple tail end here. That's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm sorry, that's 6 and 7 here. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and again we're at the corner, so the corner needs 2 double crochet. Well, why do I have purple there? Okay, and 1 treble crochet. And 2 more double crochet all in that one stitch. So I'm going to go ahead and drop the purple tail and work my 2 double. It's 1, and 2. Now which brings me back along the side here. So I need to work 1 and double crochet the next 7 stitches. we should have this last stitch here where this chain 3 is coming out of. That's a corner, so we'll need to finish that corner with 2 double crochet. Oops. Okay. Okay, so 2 double crochet and 1 treble. Okay, and 1 more double crochet to complete that corner. Alright, now we can cut the yarn here. And pull that tail all the way through. And we need our yarn needle so we can weave in the tail ends. So I want to do the invisible join here since this is my last round. So I'm going to go under the first real double crochet and go back to the last stitch and I could just weave these tail ends towards the back here. And make sure that I don't have that yarn showing through or the needle showing through the front. Go ahead and cut this one. And since I've worked all this tail end, I'm gonna go ahead and cut. Okay. Now, for this one, I want to weave it in. Go ahead and readjust that center hole. If it opens up, I want it completely closed. And we can go ahead and overlap these. Alright. Okay. And that is done right there. Now go ahead and go back and do 5 more of this square, so you have a total of 6, and then we can go ahead and attach this together. Alright, I have 6 small squares here done, and I've weaved in all my ends on all 6 of them, so that way it's easy for me to attach all this together. So to begin, we want to match our 2 together here. Back is facing the back and the front is out, and the front is also out on this side. So I want to start at the corner here, so I'm going to go into the treble crochet stitch. So I'm going to go under to the back loops only, and I'm going to do the same on this one. Find my treble crochet stitch and go to the back loops only on this side, or the front, since it is reversed. And I'm going to attach it by slip stitching it. Go ahead and pull that through. Then I'm going to go back to that same stitch and do a slip stitch. So, and then to the back loops only on this side, and to the front on this side, you're just going to slip stitch things two pieces together. So okay, to the back and to the front on the other side, and slip stitch back loops only, into the front on the other side of the piece. Whoops. And slip stitch and slip stitch that close there. Okay. Oopsies. Okay, hold on. Here we go. And a slip stitch. Now we are at the corner. So we have the slip stitch here, or we have the treble stitch here, and we also have the treble stitch here as well. So I'm going to bring in my third square. So we are going to go to the back only and to the back on this side and slip stitch like so. And now to attach the third square, find the treble crochet stitch on your third square, so which is this one, and pinch that, go back to the same stitch where we worked. I'm going to go to this front loop only on the third square, and we're gonna slip stitch it that way, and go to the back loops on the front square and go to the front on the other square. Okay, to the back loops only and to the front loops only on the other square, and make a slip stitch. You do that all the way at the end. Okay, and that's our corner there. So we should have something like this so far. And now I want to bring in my fourth square. So fourth square is going to go here. And now we are just going to attach this square to the corner. So find the treble crochet stitch. Okay, pinch that, and we go back to where we worked our last slip stitch on this square, and we go back to the and we slip stitch like so. And now we can go ahead and work the side here. So this square closer to us is we're working through the back loops only, and this square further to us we're working to the front loops only, and we just slip stitch. Go ahead and slip stitch all the way down. Okay, coming up on the last stitch here, which is a corner stitch. And here we go. And now our piece should look like that. So we've attached, everything is attached onto these pieces. So we've got here, and here, and here. Okay, and now we're ready to attach fifth piece. Again, find the triple crochet stitch, which is the very corner of our square. So this is triple, and right here, so pinch this one. This is where we're gonna work. And then on this piece where the rest of our square is attached, we're gonna go back to that same loop on this square, and to the back loops on the new square that we are attaching, and we are going to slip stitch, and like so, and to the back on this side, and to the front loops on this side, and we slip stitch, front loop and back loop, and we just do that all the way down. Now we're at the very beginning where we started attaching. So we're going to attach these two ends together. So we can go back to that stitch, or to that back loops, and to this back loop on this side, and slip stitched like so. Now we have all of that attached there, and now we have something like this. So we want to attach these two pieces together here. So we can go to this back loops only, and to this front loops only, and we slip stitch like so, and to the next stitch, back loops only, and to the front loops only on the other piece that we're attaching, and we slip stitch, back loops only, and then front loops only, and slip stitch there. Okay, we do this all the way down our piece. Now we're at the corner, so attach these two pieces together, and now we have all of three of the sides connected together. And right, and now we can bring in a last piece of our square. So we want to find again the treble crochet stitch. Just, let's see, so you go to the corner, this is the double, that's the double, and then this is the treble. So this stitch right here, that's where we're gonna attach it. So we go back to that stitch or the back loops where we just at, and go to the front of the stitch or the front loop of that stitch, the new square we're attaching, and we are going to do a slip stitch, and there we go. Now we could work as normal, so back loops and front loop, and we just slip stitch, back loops, front loop, and we slip stitch. See? We do that all the way down. Whoa. Okay. So back loops and front loops, and we slip stitch, go to the back and go to the front on that new square we're attaching, and slip stitch, and we do that all the way down. Oopsies. Okay. And we slip stitch. And we stitch there. And to the front. Go to and slip stitch. Now we're at the corner here, so go to the back loops and go to the front loops on this side, and we slip stitch. And now, so we've connected these two corners together. I want to connect these two or these three corners together. So to connect the three together, you go back to that same stitch and you find the corner on this new square right here. So this is the one we're connecting. So go back to this front loops right here of that treble crochet stitch, and we slip stitch, and we are just going to do this two together here. Then we're just gonna leave this one alone for now. So go into the next back loop onto the stitch and go into the next front on that next square. Whoops. Okay. And we slip stitch there. Okay. Whoopsies. All right. Okay. To the back and to the front. That one. We slip stitch. And slip stitch. And slip stitch there. Now we're at the corner. So, okay, so we are at the corner here. So we want to attach this square onto this square. So we'll find our stitch here, go in there, and whoops, not that one. So we'll go back to where that back loop is on this side of the square, and we go to under that treble, grabbing the front loops only on that square, and we slip stitch like so. And now we want to attach this square to this square, so we're gonna go back to that same back loops and go back to the back loops and go back to that front loop there, and we make a slip stitch. Okay, and into the next back loops and into the next front loop here. Okay, here we are. Now we just worked. Now we just have to work this side. And now we're at the corner again. So for this corner, we have two options. So we can either go this way or this way right here. So we have like a couple openings here and there, but we are gonna close that all off. So for this one, I'm just gonna go down. So I'm gonna go back to the same back loop and I'll find my corners stitch here. So my treble crochet, pinch that and then match it to that and go to the front loop, and then we are going to slip stitch. Okay, then slip stitch to the next back loop on this side and front loop on this side. See this corner here and this corner here, so we slip stitch these two, and let's see here. So this, oops, all right. So we have this corner here, and we slip stitch that close like so. And now we can go ahead and cut our yarn here. Leave a small tail for sewing. Pull it all the way through, and I'm gonna go ahead and see if I can. Okay, there's an opening there. Go ahead and stitch these close. There we go. And bring it inside. I'm just gonna. Alright, and sorry, my camera suddenly turned off there. I've weaved in the ends inside and also knotted it inside, and I didn't cut the yarn there, so I'm just gonna leave the tail end there. And what I've left here with 3 openings, so we have one here, and one here. So what I'm gonna do is I'll go ahead and start closing this one off. So I have my gray yarn again and my hook, and I'm gonna go to this one, and I will make a whoopsies slip knot here. Pull that all the way through and go back and make another slip stitch. Oopsies. There we are. And now I can go ahead and close this side by going into the back loops only on this side and front loops only on the other side of the square. And we slip stitch. Okay, you do this, do that all the way down until this side is completely closed. And also one more on this side. That should close that there. And want to go ahead and do it one more time here. Okay. Oopsies. Oh. Okay. So, back loops only, slip stitch there, and one on this side, so on this side, here we are, and I'm going to go ahead and cut this yarn, pull it all the way through, and let's see, I have a little opening there, so I'm going to go ahead and go back and forth till that is completely closed there. Here we are. Now I can go ahead and knot this one here. Okay. And make sure it's completely secured there, so you can double knot it if you want. Now we have this end right here, and I want to bring this in on the inside as well. Okay. And I'm going to go ahead and make a knot here. Okay. Go ahead and make another knot. Oops. And that should take care of that end there. Now I am left with two openings here. I'm going to go ahead and close this one. Repeat the same process as I did the other one. I'm going to meet you back to close this side as we stuff it as we go. Okay, I am back and I've closed another side here, so I only have this opening. So what I'm going to do is you can grab your polyester stuffing, or you could do as I do and use your scrap tail ends from other project, stuff it with those. I'm gonna go ahead and use up these. So we're gonna shape the block. Go ahead and use every bit of that. Okay. And just use a little bit of this stuffing here. Okay. right. And I think that's about that there. So I'm gonna go ahead and close this side. So I need my hook again and go towards this one. Okay, and go back to that same stitch and make a slip stitch there. Okay, and now we can go to this front loop and now we can go to the back loop of the square on this side and to the front loop on the other side of that square. Okay, and we just do that all the way across here so we can close this side of that block. And these two. Okay, go ahead and cut the yarn, leaving a small tail. Pull that all the way through, and we are going to, let me see here, go ahead and go to this side and this side here. And attach it to this one, and we just weave it in along the very part right here. Here we are. Then we're gonna go back. So we're gonna go ahead and weave this in here. Cut the yarn. Whoopsies. And for the other side, just gonna go in here. Whoopsies. Attach it there. Whoopsies. And there. And then we can go ahead and weave it in along this side here. Okay. And we go back and cut the yarn. Alright, so here is the finished baby block. So if you like this tutorial, please give it a thumbs up, and if you haven't subscribed already, I do crochet tutorials every week, and don't forget to hit that bell notification so you won't miss another video. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one.